be a great day. We say, be thou praised forever in the name of Jesus. We commit this meeting into your hands, Father. We pray, Lord Jesus, may this meeting make impact in our lives. Whatever word that will come out from our mouth, Lord Jesus, may it speak to the persons you want it to touch in the name of Jesus Christ. We pray, Lord, that as many that will be in this meeting, they will not go home the same way. They will not leave this meeting the same way they came, but rather they will leave with a better understanding of what this business entails in the name of Jesus. Open the eyes of our mind, Father, continually. In Jesus' mighty name, we invite your presence in our midst in the name of God the Father, in the name of God the Son, and in the name of God the Holy Spirit. Amen and amen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, and it's a privilege to connect with every one of us today. It's a privilege to connect with every one of us today. I believe we can all see my screen. Let me just get feedback. Let me be sure. Okay, I think we can. All right, so we've invited the presence of the Holy Spirit. Let me quickly start by introducing myself. As always, I am Favor Orinami Ayo, the international admin of SWIFTtrip, and also the personal assistant to the CEO. And this morning I will be taking us on SWIFTtrip, what this business is all about. I will be helping us and guiding us to a better understanding of SWIFTtrip. And as usual, I will want to tell you this before we commence the meeting in full, that this business, see it as an opportunity. It's an opportunity. And also take note that the person who introduced this to you, that person loves you so much, because it is only a person that loves you that can show you a business like this, that can hold your hands and bring you to a meeting of this magnitude. Okay, so after now, go tell the person thank you. The person who introduced you to SWIFTtrip, go back and tell the person thank you for showing you this massive opportunity, this life-changing business. Okay, so that is that. And to our newcomers, we say welcome and thank you for joining us this morning. To the able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, we say thank you for always connecting with us. We really love you. We really appreciate all your effort in SWIFTtrip. So down to the presentation of today. Now you can see the screen. You can see that, of course, all of this thing that is on the screen simply shows that this business is a transportation business. It tells us in a jiffy that this is a mobility business. This is a service providing business. Okay, that is why if you look at the name as well, you will see SWIFTtrip. Of course, what does that mean? Swift, fast movement, fast ride, fast trip. Okay, that's what it means. And we are building the next level of innovation, the next level of app, or the next app that will make you and I trillionaire in dollars. Trillionaire in dollars. Don't get angry. And because you hear me say it's going to make you a trillionaire in dollars, it's definitely going to make you a trillionaire in dollars. And as we proceed, you will see of a truth that yes, this business is going to make you and I trillionaires in dollars. So let us quickly look at the presentation guide this morning. You're looking at the presentation guide this morning, and the very first one says we'll be looking at what is SWIFTtrip, where we are as a company, and also how our customers are going to benefit from this business. Then lastly, how you as an owner of this business will benefit just by how you as an owner of this business will benefit just by identifying with us. Okay, so these are all the areas we will be covering in today's meeting. So first and foremost, we'll look at the very first one, which is asking us a question: what is SWIFTtrip? Okay, now let's go to the definition of SWIFTtrip. We say SWIFTtrip is a massive business. SWIFTtrip is a transgenerational business. SWIFTtrip is that level of innovation that will change our life for good. SWIFTtrip is that business that is built on the latest version of the internet, which is the Web 3.0, that is decentralized. Of course, we are building this on a smart contract. SWIFTtrip is that business that will change your life, will change my life for good, for the better tomorrow. A decentralized platform that gives you the privilege, that gives myself the privilege to control this app, to access this app anytime, any day, anywhere, without the need of anybody, without the need of a middleman. It is a decentralized platform, an echo chain system. Yes, SWIFTtrip is a closed system. Everyone that is in SWIFTtrip, we are connected to each other. It's a closed system. That is why nobody can just come and then register. No, someone must introduce you to the business. Someone must help you see this business. So every one of us, we are connected, just like the chain. We are connected. What we are talking about is a mobility business, a service providing business. That is what SWIFTtrip is. SWIFTtrip is a Web 3.0 decentralized mobility and commerce service providing business. A decentralized business. Like I said, there is no body, there is no government body that is controlling it, that is telling you that this is when you're supposed to perform transaction, this is when you're not supposed to perform transaction. No. You, as the owner of the app, you own everything. You are in control of everything that is happening in the app. What we are building is a robust platform for robust services. Robust platform for robust service. Now, let's look at it, because in SWIFTtrip we are dealing with pure business. Yes, it's business. We are not calling you to come and own a platform, or we are not calling you to come and put in your money into a platform that will pay you double, triple in so and so numbers of days, in so and so number of weeks. I'm not doing doubling scheme here. People will say they don't want to do online businesses because of what they've experienced, because of what other businesses has done to them. Then they will look at it and say, no, anything that has to do with online business counts me out. That is wrong. That is wrong. Because if they really ventured into online business, then they wouldn't have experienced that which they experienced. What they simply did was Ponzi. They will tell you, bring this your money. In so and so number of days, you will get double of that, you will get triple of that. That is Ponzi. Did you ask them, or did they ask them how they are making their money? How are they generating the money to pay us double, to pay them double? These are some of the questions they are supposed to ask, but they don't, because of instant gratification. They just need, so long they've heard that it is paying, immediately they want to be part of it. That is Ponzi. Robbing Mr. A to pay Mr. B, robbing Mr. C to pay Mr. D. That is what majority of them have ventured into. In SWIFTtrip, we are doing business. If nobody comes to patronize us, sir, ma, I'm happy to break it to you that you will not earn anything. I will not earn anything. We are simply earning as patronage is happening. We are earning from every patronage that happens. We are not just telling you, okay, because you're a shareholder, this is the amount you'll be getting every month, this is the amount you'll be getting every day. No. If a transaction does not happen, sir, you and I will earn nothing. That is business. That is business. We liken it to you owning your shop physically. The truth is, if nobody patronizes you, will you make money? No. If people patronize you, will you make money? Yes. That is exactly what we are doing. If nobody patronizes us, there is nothing to make from it. Okay? So we are building a business, a life-changing business, a transgenerational business, a business that is going to last till the end of the world, a business that even when we are not We are no longer in existence. It is paying our family. It is paying our generation. That is what we are building. Now, what are the services we are rendering in SWIFTtrip? It is very important for you to know the services any business you are going into is rendering. It is very important, because then you will be able to understand, you will be able to know if this business is sustainable. Looking at the services, is the demand high out there? Is the demand low out there? Is it something that the masses out there are longing for? By the time you see it, you don't need rocket science. You don't need anybody to explain to you. Put yourself in the shoe. Is this something I will need often? Is this something that I will need always? What are SWIFTtrip core services? Now let's quickly look at it. Here are our core services. We have the aviation. You know, when we talk about mobility in SWIFTtrip, our mobility is divided into two, of which we have the air transportation, and we refer this air transportation as what? The aviation. The air transportation is known as what? The aviation business. The road transportation is known as what? The e-taxi, the e-hailing business. The road transportation. And not just that, we also have e-commerce, electronic commerce. We have the logistics, we have the hospitality. These are the 5 services in SWIFTtrip, and these are not all. Many more services will come in the future as we proceed. All of these services built on what? Blockchain. Look at these services, sir. Look at these services, man. Are these services that the demand is high or low out there? Ask yourself that question. This is question that you will ask yourself, and immediately you will get the answer to that question. How are the services? How is the demand of these services out there? First of all, look at it. People are complaining of the fact that there is no money. There is no money. But sir, I will tell you, I will advise you, go to the airport. You will see people. You will see people ready to book the next flight. You will see people just coming out from their flight, just alighting from their flight. Yet they will tell you there is no money. Look at it. Can you go to the airport and see just 10 persons there? No. You will see a lot of persons. Lots of persons. Now, this aviation business we are talking about is the airport business. We are talking about we owning our own airport, we owning our own aircraft. Look at it. You will see that it is not a new business. It is not a business that we will have to explain to you how this will work. It's a business that is already in existence. That is why we can tell you that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 companies that are already into this line of business. In the aviation business, we have the Air Peace, we have the Eric, we have the Ibom Air, we have the Value Jet, a whole lot of them out there. All of these are companies that are already into the aviation business. So it's not new what we are rendering. Everybody out there know, just tell them aeroplane, just tell them airport. They understand. If they are not familiar with the name aviation, just tell them airport. They understand. Okay, yes, that is it. That is one. Now let's look at the next one, which is the e-taxi. The e-taxi, the e-hailing. This is a road transport. And this e-hailing we are talking about is not something new. It's something majority of us will patronize. One company or the other that are into the e-hailing or e-taxi business. Are there companies into the e-taxi business? Yes. We have Uber, we have Bolt, we have InDrive, we have Palm Drive. All of these are examples of e-taxi platform that you don't need to go to the junction, you don't need to go to the bus stop. Yes, man, you don't need to go to the bus stop to stop a taxi. You don't need that. Gone are those days. If you have the money, stay at the comfort of wherever you are and then book your ride. And guess what? Someone, a driver, will come pick you, will come meet you at where you are. It does not matter if you're in church, if you're at home, if you're in the market. They will come meet, they will drive to your location and then take you to where you are going to your destination. Uber, Bolt, a whole lot of them out there. These are examples of companies that are into the aviation business. Now let's look at the next service. Look at this. Let me come back to this now. Transportation business. This is a business you and I will leave this world and the business will still be in existence. Even the aviation, it will still be in existence. We came to this life, we met this transportation, we met these services, and we will leave this life. This service will still be in what? Existence. It will still be in existence. The aviation, the boat, the transportation rather, it will still be in existence. Now let's look at the next service, the e-commerce. And what's this e-commerce? This is the platform that enables you, that gives you the privilege to buy and sell online. With this platform, you can purchase anything you want to purchase. You can sell whatever you want to sell online. Are there companies that are into the e-commerce platform? Yes. We have the Amazon, the Jumia, the eBay, the GG. All of these are examples of online e-commerce platform. That's the electronic platform where you can buy and sell at wherever you are, the comfort of wherever you are. Amazing. Now let us assume you've purchased something. Another question you want to ask is, how do I get those things purchased to where they ought to be? Now fear not, because we also have a service that will take care of that. And what is that? The logistic platform. The logistic platform. This is the platform that will help take care of all of those services, those products you bought. It will take them to where they ought to be. Whether you're doing it locally or internationally, we will operate in such a manner. Locally and internationally, you can transport your product, you can transform your goods anywhere through what? The logistic platform. Examples of logistic platform: we have the UPS, we have the DHL. Okay, then lastly, for now, we have what we call the hospitality. Congratulations to you and I, able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, who has made this possible. That today we can tell to you, or we can tell you, that we've secured our land. We've secured our land. What? 900 million naira, close to £1 billion naira, of which we are erecting, we will be erecting the tallest building in Rivers State, 20-story building. It's worth celebrating. I said the day we will launch that, the day we will complete that building, you will see me throwing backflip. I will go and learn how to throw backflip, because it's not easy. I believe every shareholder of SWIFTtrip, I know we will all throw backflip. It's not easy. This was something that started from nowhere, from nothing. And today we can tell you that we own a land worth 900 million naira, and we are looking at erecting a 20-story building, 20-story hospitality business, hotel. Because when we're talking about hospitality, we are talking about hotel. Of course, you know hotel. I don't need to explain anything to you. We have Transcorp Hilton, we have Chevron, we have a lot of them out there. These are examples of hotel business. We say thank you, able shareholders of SWIFTtrip. Without you, we won't have been able to do this. Yes. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your effort. Thank you for having the passion, for having that burning desire to make this thing come to realization, to make this thing come to actualization. We say thank you for all you do. And this is just, in short, we've not started. We've not started. We give praise to God for all He has done for us. We give praise to God for where we are today. Thank you very much. And these are all of the services we have in SWIFTtrip for now. And in SWIFTtrip, this opportunity that is available for you now, it's for you to come on all of these services we've made mention of: the aviation, e-taxi, e-commerce, logistics, and the hospitality. Come and own all of these services. We are not telling you to come on just one. We say what? Own all of the services. Now let's quickly look at the next slide. We'll be very fast with today's presentation because we have a meeting today. Okay, now the next slide says, has SWIFTtrip gone live? Have we launched the business? That is a question you will want to ask. Now let's look at the next slide that answers that question. We say no, SWIFTtrip is currently at its development phase, at its vision phase, and calls for what? Subscribers to facilitate the business launch, to facilitate the business development. We are still at the vision phase now, calling for like minds. Let us come together and build this thing. Now that is still an opportunity, now that is still at the vision phase, let us build this together. It is for everybody, young and old, so long you can see it. It is for you. Now let's look at the next slide, which is asking us, or which is saying subscription plan in SWIFTtrip. What are the plans? What are the subscription plans in SWIFTtrip? Now let's look at it. We said subscriber subscription plan. How much is it going to take you to own all of these services I've made mention of? The aviation, the e-taxi, the e-commerce, the logistics. How much will it cost you? A token of what? $180. $180. That is what it will cost you now to own all of these services. By the time we are done with that 20-story building, the price will immediately increase to $250. There is no time for announcement. We've been announcing it. It will increase to $250, and you heard the CEO that it's a non-stop project. Once we start, it's a non-stop project till it's completed. Now is the time you can be part of this business. Now that is a big chip, now that it's an opportunity, this is the time you can be part of this business with as little as what? $180. And you paying your $180, you are getting what we call ownership percentage. Ownership what? Percentage, which is 0.0 in 5 places, 125%. What does that mean? It simply means from every transaction that will happen, you will earn according to your ownership percentage. It does not matter if this transaction happens in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, you simply earn according to your what? Ownership percent. Now from this $180 you're paying, $100 is the project fee. Is the money that the company is putting into what? Everything we are doing. Why $80 is the what's it called? Campaign fee, the advertisement fee. That is the $80. It's paid to those that are campaigning about SWIFTtrip, those that are sharing the idea of SWIFTtrip to people, those that are helping people become part of SWIFTtrip. That's where this $80 goes to. Campaign sponsorship what? Fund. Campaign sponsorship fund. Now you cannot come and say, oh, I don't have the $180, or I don't know how to campaign SWIFTtrip, I don't know how to talk to people about SWIFTtrip. Can I pay $100? No sir, no ma, you can't pay $100. What you can pay is $180, which is not negotiable. Okay, thank you very much. So you can see that with as little as $180, which is not even up to 300,000 naira, you can own all of these services. You can own All of these are not part of the services. We say all of the services. It's very cheap. This same thing that is selling for $180 today was once sold for 5,000. That's $5. And by the time we launch this business, guess how much it will be sold for? For at least 200 million naira, $200,000. We sold it for $5, but then people were not seeing it. People are still coming to say, how do you mean to tell me that with $5,000, sorry, with $5 rather, I can be an owner of an airport? With $5, I can be an owner of of aviation business, of e-taxi business, of e-commerce, of a hotel business. It does not make sense to them. But now they are beginning to see. Even now, it's very. There are some persons that will look at it and say, "Go and sit down. What do you mean with $180, $281,000 plus? Today, you can become. I can become an owner of all of these services." It's not possible. Until when the money becomes reasonable to them, that's when some persons will join the business. That's just it. Until when the money becomes reasonable to them, that is when they will say, okay, yes, I think it's reasonable. I can. It's true. With this, it's worth it. 200 million, 500 million. Then it makes sense to them. There are people that are like that. So don't joke with SWIFTtrip, especially now that it is coming to your doorstep. Now that you are listening to us, don't miss SWIFTtrip. Now, the next question you want to ask is, has SWIFTtrip gone live? Have we launched the business? You want to know that if we've gone live. Now, like I said, there's an answer to every of your question. Even at the end of this meeting, the privilege will still be given to you to ask your question. But note that as we are presenting, we are answering some of your question. If today is your first time of connecting with us here on Telegram or on YouTube or Facebook, the question is, when are we going to launch the business? We are very transparent and we spell everything out for you to see. If it does not work with you, if you don't like it, then you make your decision. We are not trying to sugarcoat anything. No. That is why we are telling our shareholders out there that are campaigning about SWIFTtrip, do not sugarcoat anything. Tell them the way it is. If they ask you when we are going to launch the business, tell it to them that we are launching this business at the sales of 3%, at the reach of the milestone, which is 2,400,000 units. SWIFTtrip profit share is 5% in volume. 5% in volume. Now, business launch is at the sales of 3%. What does that mean? We are saying that we will launch this from this 5% that is available. We will launch this business at the sales of 3%. And how many persons or how many units are in 3%? It is 2,400,000 units. How is that? Let's quickly look at this. Remember, we said the minimum share to sell before the launch of business was 3%, right? Now, if you pay your $180, what is your ownership percentage in SWIFTtrip? I told us earlier on 0.0 in 5 places, 125%, right? Now, simple. All you need to do is to divide 3. Do 3 divided by 0.0 in 5 places, 125. 3 divided by 0.0 in 5 places, 125. What is it going to give you? 2,400,000 node units. 2,400,000 node units, whereby this is supposed to be 1 man to 1 unit. Yes, someone might be shocked. 1 man 1 unit. Is it not 1 man 1 unit? Yes, it used to be 1 man 1 unit. But then, in support of this promo that is ongoing, this project rather that is ongoing, we have a promo in this month of July for every able shareholders, for every shareholders of SWIFTtrip, those that would want to own multiple units. All of this in support of the project that is ongoing. You have the privilege right now to own up to 10 units in SWIFTtrip, and guess what? You are not getting it at the rate of $180, but rather at the rate of $150. Amazing. You can own extra units, extra 1 unit, extra 2 units, extra 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units in SWIFTtrip as we speak. This offer lasts till the end of July. That's 31st of July. So this is something you shouldn't miss out on. This is something you should capitalize on. Don't miss out on SWIFTtrip. Now let's look at the next slide, which is asking us, which is saying that business launch before scaling global is in Nigeria and in the United Kingdom. These are the first 2 countries of launch. These are the first places we will launch the business, in Nigeria and in the United Kingdom. Congratulations to you and I. Why? Because we are owners of a global business. We are coming to own what? A global business. A business that at any country it is launched, we are simply doing what? Employing the citizens of those countries. If we launch this business in UK, guess what? We are employing the citizen of that UK. If we launch in the United States, we are employing the entire citizen. If we launch in Canada, we are employing the entire citizen. If we launch in Australia, we are in every nation. We launch the business, we are employing the entire citizen of those nations. Amazing. This is not something one man can do. This needs the collaboration of you and I, of people coming together to do what? To do this. Collaboration. Left for you alone, left for me alone, we won't have this opportunity. We won't even be able to do this. But because of the power of identity, power of what? Collaboration, power of information, we are able to work together as a team. We are able to work as a unit in order to achieve what? A common goal. Don't joke with SWIFTtrip. SWIFTtrip is not a business you should joke with. SWIFTtrip is divine. SWIFTtrip is that business that is coming to elevate every person that sees the light in it. SWIFTtrip is that business that is coming to change the story of every person that what identify with it. It is coming to eradicate poverty from nations, from the world. Imagine the world working for you and you are earning. Guess what? It is still not everybody that will be part of it. Not everybody will be part of it. So here you are today with this opportunity that millions of people are waiting for out there. Believe me, there are people that are waiting to get an opportunity like this for them to what? Just venture into, for them to put in their family. And here we are having it at the platter of gold. Now that it is cheap. The truth is, no matter what it's sold, 200 million, 500 million, people will purchase it until the 5% is exhausted. Come, let us build this business. Come, let us build a global business that pays us for life till the end of creation. That is what you're coming to own, a system that will pay you repeatedly, that will pay you consistently and effortlessly for life. Gone are the days you will carry your paper and will, and maybe you call a lawyer to come read will. Gone are those days. Now, if you want to will anything as a shareholder of SWIFTtrip, what you will is just to give your children, your next of kin, the password and just your login details. Then you've transferred wealth to that person. You've transferred what? Wealth to that person. And let us come together and build this. And together we will smile. We will laugh. Now to the next slide. We're looking at the certificate of incorporation. Some people ask, are we registered? Are we registered? Yes, you can see our certificate. We are. We have the CSC certificate, we have the EFCC certificate. These are in Nigeria. And we also have the United Kingdom certificate. We are registered in England and Wales. Look at it, it's a certificate. Some time ago, they were saying we can't register this business in the United Kingdom. Do you know what it means? Or do you know what it takes for us to register this business in the United Kingdom? We don't have what it takes to register this business in the United Kingdom. Sama, today, we are fully satisfied in the United Kingdom. They are waiting for us as we speak. That's amazing. You being in SWIFTtrip, you are part of greatness. You are part of what? Greatness. That you do not even know the magnitude of greatness you are identifying with. You don't know the extent of greatness, but I'm telling you that you are part of something that is super great. I lack the adjective to qualify it. But just know that as a shareholder in SWIFTtrip, you are in the right place. And together we will do great things. Listen, this is very small compared to what is waiting for us in the future. This is a list of what we create or will do. Let us keep bouncing. Services that are new to the masses. The aviation, we have companies that are doing it. The e-taxi, we have companies that are doing it. The e-commerce, we have companies that are into it. The logistics, we have companies. The hospitality, which is the hotel business, we have people that are already into this line of business. Now, what is that thing? Or maybe you'll be asking a question. You're looking at it that if we come in to launch this business to compete with those people that are already in existence or that are already performing these businesses, we will not be able to compete with them. Why? Because they've already gained popularity, they've gained name, they've already made their name. People have known them. So it simply means in less than no time they will kick us off the market and we will no longer be in existence. What is that thing that will make SWIFTtrip stand out from the others? That will make someone not want to patronize that company that has already been in existence, that has made name, and then come and patronize SWIFTtrip. That is what we mean. We are so much aware that we shouldn't, or we shouldn't come out like that to compete with those that have already made name. That is why we came with something unique, something different. Which is that? Introducing. Are you seeing it? We are what? Introducing the PYC. We are the first company globally to introduce the PYC. And what does the PYC stand for? Pay your customers. Have you heard of it before? No. If it's your first time, you haven't heard of it. The only people that have heard of it is what? The shareholders of SWIFTtrip. PYC. Pay your what? Customers. Amazing. What you and I, we've been so used to is the KYC, which is know your customers. We as a company, we, SWIFTIFY Technologies, we are saying it is not enough for companies to know their customers. It is not enough for CEOs to know their customers, but rather make sure these customers are on payroll, that anytime they patronize a company, they earn from that patronage. They do what? Earn from the patronage. It does not matter how many times they patronize the company, they simply just do what? Earn from every patronage made. PYC. Why is that? Because we've come to realize that these customers are very important. These customers, without these customers, there is no business for us. We are not into business. Without the customers, there is nothing we are doing. We will just have to employ the people out there, and from Monday till Saturday or Friday, as the case may be, from the first day of the month to the end of the month, nobody will patronize us. From January to December, nobody will patronize us if there are no customers. That is why I said earlier on, it is very important for you to look at the business you're going into and see if the demand is high out there. Then you will be able to tell if it's a business that is worth your time. It's a business that is worthy to change you for life. It simply tells you what? That customers, people need to patronize that business. Introducing the PYC. The customers are very important people. Now we want to quickly look at how this PYC will work. Some person say, is it possible? Is it possible? How will a person book a ride, or how will a person patronize a company and then earn from that patronage? Sir, ma, it is super possible. It is what? Very, very possible. Now I will show it to you. We want to imagine a transaction happen. That's why we are looking at the next slide. You can see the diagram on the screen. We are looking at a transaction that took place. One trip. Now what we want to look at now is, how will that passenger earn? How will you earn? How will I earn as a shareholder of SWIFTtrip? How will the company earn? And also how every other person will earn. That is why we say SWIFTtrip e-taxi. That's the road transport dynamic proposed profit share. How are we going to share this profit? Please pay keen attention to this. Please pay keen attention to this. Okay, sorry about that. Now let's look at this. Let's look at this. We are imagining a transaction happen, and that transaction that happened, look at, in SWIFTtrip, whatever amount a passenger is paying, the company sees it as what? 100%. 2,000, 3,000, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,000, as the case may be. The company sees it as what? 100%. Please note this, that the price of the trip is charged depending on the distance. Okay, there is no fixed price. The distance, the distance is what determines the price of the fee the driver is going to pay. Sorry, the passenger is going to pay. Okay, so take note of that. Now in SWIFTtrip we consider, which is very important, our past. Okay, now this profit generator, let's assume he paid 10,000 naira. Okay, he paid on 100,000 naira. Since it's 100,000 naira that is entering my mouth, let's work with 100,000 naira as the cost of the trip. Now from this 100,000, because in SWIFTtrip we'll be doing both interstate and intrastate movement. Okay, so let us assume this money now that was paid, that's the cost of the ride. Okay, now that money the company sees as what? 100%. Now let's look at it. 2% of that money that was paid goes back to the profit generator, goes back to the customer, and this person, this money, this percentage is not bonus. It is money that this customer can withdraw and do whatever he or she wants to do with it. 2% of that amount paid goes back to the passenger. That is what? The PYC, the pay your customers we are talking about. The pay your customers. Okay, now let's move ahead. 10% goes to the platform provider. Who is the platform provider? The company. The company is the platform provider. That is SWIFTtrip. What is this 10% used for? It is used for global expansion, for the launch of business in other parts of the world, because by the time we've launched the business, we won't be calling out on shareholders for them to probably bring money for us to launch business in so and so country. No, we won't be doing that. This 10% will take care of the launch of business in other countries and any other expenses that the company will make. Okay, so 10% goes to the platform provider. 10% plus 2% that goes to the profit generator, that's the customer, is how many percent? 12%. Now 5% goes to the shareholders of SWIFT. Remember earlier on I told you the company is selling 5% of our shares, and we are launching business at the sales of 3%. Now from this 3%, every one of us that are shareholders of SWIFT now as we speak, we are owning what? 0.0 in 5 places, 125%. Okay, now by the time we launch this business, we still have 2% that is available, and those this 2% will be sold at the rate of 200 million, and the same people we get it, or rather people we get it, people that we get it will still own what? The same ownership percentage, which is 0.0 in 5 places, 125%. Okay, so 5% is shared to all the shareholders, of which they all will earn according to their what? Ownership percentage. Now 5% plus 12% is how many percent? 17%. Okay, now 80% goes to the service provider. In this case, the service provider is who? The driver. The driver is the service provider because he is the one providing the service to that customer. That is why you can see that 80% goes to him. And you will ask, why is he getting the bigger share of the percentage? He is getting the bigger share of the percentage because he is doing majority of the work. Remember, as a shareholder, you might be in the church relaxing or praying to your God. You might be in the hotel relaxing. You might be at the poolside relaxing. You might be anywhere, the eatery, just name it. You might be on vacation. As you're on vacation, you're relaxing. This driver is performing a transaction and you're doing what? Earning. You're not the one doing it. The driver is working for you and you are what? Earning. That is the power of system. That is the power of what? Owning a system. A system that works for you without your presence. A system that pays you effortlessly. A system that pays you repeatedly. Now, this 80% that goes to the driver, he is getting it because he is putting in his effort. He will also have to maintain his car. He will have to fuel his car and every other thing that he needs to do. Okay, so that is that. Now 80% plus 17%, that is 97%. That is not all. 3% is shared to the referral chain of both the customers and the driver. And how is that shared? In SWIFTtrip, you earn up to your 4th generation. Okay, now the first generation of the passenger who booked that ride get 1%, the second generation gets 0.3%, the third generation gets 0.1%, and the fourth generation gets 0.1%. The same thing goes to the drivers customers chain or customers drivers chain. First generation 1%, second generation 0.3%, third and fourth generation 0.1% respectively. Now add it up, is a total of how many percent? 3%. 3% plus 97% is a total of what? 100%. So you can see how this 100% has been shared to everyone. Amazing. The same thing applies to all of our services. The same PYC applies to all of our services: the aviation, the e-taxi, the e-commerce, the logistics, and the hospitality. Amazing. Amazing. Now you've seen all of these and it blows your mind. You're beginning to ask, who is the brain behind this vision? Who is the brain behind SWIFTtrip? Is it a Chinese man? Is it an American? Is it a foreigner? You want to know? Yes, we will definitely show it to you. It is no other person than Honorable Richard Nadi, a Nigerian from what? From where? Enugu State. A Nigerian from Enugu State. To those of us here in Enugu, not here, that the one greater than Elon Musk is coming out from that community. The community of what? Udi. And to we that are Nigerians, we are happy that that person, the one greater than Elon Musk, is coming from this nation, Nigeria. A very young and vibrant man. a very focused man, a man with what? God's divine wisdom. A very humble man. We are so much happy, so joyous to have him as the CEO of SWIFTtrip. We are so happy. And our prayer is that God will continue to use him mightily. His wisdom will never run dry. God's divine wisdom will continually rest on him. In him, he keep professing, in him lives the Ancient of Days. He is a lion, just like I am, just like you are. Every one of us that are able shareholders of SWIFT, we are lion and lioness. Just like a lion cannot give birth to a goat, that is how he has awakened every sleeping giant in the heart of every shareholder, in the mind of every shareholder. Every sleeping giant has been awoken. Amazing. We are so much happy to have a mentor and a leader like you. God bless you for us richly in Jesus' name. Amen and amen. Amazing, right? Amazing. Okay, so we want to look at how you profit as a subscriber in SWIFTtrip. How do you profit? We've been able to show you what this business is all about. We've been able to show you where we are, and we told you at the vision phase. Of course, every business you are seeing in operation today, they were once at the vision phase. Like I said yesterday, you're seeing people now running to those companies to do what? Apply for job, forgetting that those companies were once at the vision phase, and now we have the opportunity to build something that we will have millions of people all over the world trying to apply for work. That is what we are building, and the qualification that will be needed is massive. It's going to be massive. Let us build this together. Let us come change our life. Let us come change our financial blueprint. Let us come create wealth. Just like I keep saying, there's difference between a rich man and a wealthy man. The rich accumulate money. They are saving money. They are saving money. Yes, that is what the rich do. But do you know what the wealthy do? They create this money. Come, let us create this money. Let us create this money. Know that there is more to life than increasing its speed. This is the phase whereby we ought to feel the pain. This is the phase whereby we ought to feel that pain. That's why the CEO will tell us that if this will be the last suffering we will suffer, let us suffer it, so that tomorrow we can play. We can play till we are no longer in this life, not the opposite. Let us feel the pain now, and then what? Play later. All right, so quickly, I want to show to you how you profit as a shareholder in SWIFTtrip, how you profit as a co-owner, how you profit as a pioneer of this business. All of this will mean the same thing. So we are looking at how you earn in the future. Of course, we've not launched the business, so we want to look at the future. By the time we've launched the business and a transaction, a trip occurred, one trip happened, and we are also assuming that the trip costs 8,000 naira or $10 in the United States. Okay, so that's what you have here on the screen. E-taxi per trip profit evaluation. Okay, now per trip cost is 8,000 here in Nigeria, and for those of us in the United States, of course, you are much familiar with your legal tender, which is dollar. Okay, so we are assuming a transaction happened there in the United States and it cost what? $10. What will be your earning? What will be your per trip earning? It's amazing. Let's look at it. It's very simple. What do we need to do? just multiply the cost of the trip, multiply it by your ownership percentage. And the cost of the trip here in Nigeria, as we talked about, is 8,000 naira, as you can see on the screen. Now we simply do 8,000 naira multiplied by 0.0 in 5 places, 125%. If you do that, what you will get is 0.0 in 3 places, 1 kobo. 1 kobo. Someone will say it's too small, but it's not small. It is not small. It is massive. I love using the word massive. Then if we look at the $10, the same calculation, simply do 10 multiplied by 0.0 in 5 places, 125%, which is your ownership percentage. What is it going to give you? 0.0 in 6 places, 125 cents. That is what it's going to give to you. Now, like I said, this is not small. Don't make the mistake of thinking that this is small. It is not small. Okay, if it's your first time, you're permitted to make that mistake. Why? Because you do not understand yet what I call the power of volume. See, once things begins to happen in volume, repeatedly, consistently, Sama, that is no longer little. That is no longer meager. That is no longer minimal. It is what? Massive. It is massive. This is super massive. That is why quickly we want to show to you. Remember what you are building in SWIFTtrip. It's not a business that will operate only in Nigeria. It's not a business that will operate only in Africa. It's a business that will operate what? Globally. In all parts of the world. That is why quickly we will want to show to you a picture. Or rather, we want to show to you how sent. Look at it. How this cent, 0.0 in 5 places, 0.0 in 6 places, 125 cents. And kobo, 0.0 in 3 places, 1 kobo can become millions, can become billions, can become trillions of dollars. Amazing. Remember earlier on I told you, or I told us that SWIFTtrip is going to make us what? Trillionaire in dollars. It's going to make us trillionaires in dollars. Now, how is that? Let us move ahead. We want to look at where we could be in 5 years from now. Now, see, this part now is for the shareholders of SWIFTtrip. So, yeah, the shareholders of SWIFTtrip, especially those that are yet to be part of it. You want to look at, because as a businessman, you're actually going into a business to know what is in it for you, to know the profit that is in it, right? Now, where we could be in 5 years after the launch of business. What do I mean by this statement? We are assuming SWIFTtrip has launched business and 5 years in operation. That is what we want to look at. The total trip that must have been made in the 5 years of operation, from the very first day, second day, 1 year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, the total number of trips that has been made all over the world. If we accumulate them together, both the ones in Nigeria, in China, in Italy, in Cameroon, in California, in Germany, name it, in Ghana, in Tanzania, in Kenya, all over the world, we are accumulating the total number of trips that has happened in that space of 5 years. That is why we say it's a worst case scenario, because what is the figure we are bringing out here? 50 trillion trips performed worldwide. It's a worst case scenario. 50 trillion trips. And then that is not that. We are also saying that these 50 trillion trips cost $10 or 8,000 naira, the same amount we used for per trip profit analysis, right? That gave us 0.0 in 3 places, 1 kobo, or 0.0 in 6 places, 125 cents. That is the same thing. Remember earlier on I told to us that, or I said to us that we want to see how cent and this kobo can become millions, billions, and trillions of dollars. Okay, now how do we do that? If all trip cost 8,000 naira or 10,000, which one I know is not possible for all the trip that happened worldwide to cost 8,000 or 10,000 naira. Okay, so you simply do 0.0 in 6 places 125 cents multiply by 50 trillion trip. If you do that, what will you get? $6.25 million. Amazing. Amazing. And if you do that of 0.0 in 3 places 1 kobo, what are you going to get? 5 billion naira. This was the same exact person I told about what? This was the same person I showed per trip analysis. And this person saw a profit, per trip profit, that gave him or her 0.0 in 3 places 1 kobo or 0.0 in 6 places 125 cents. That is why I said the power of volume is something you shouldn't joke with. Look at it, because we own a system that pays us consistently, repeatedly. Look at the turnover of what we are getting. Now, we are not saying that you have to wait until 5 years before you place this withdrawal. No, remember what we are building is on a smart contract. You can place your withdrawal anytime, any day, anywhere. Right? You can place your withdrawal anytime, any day, anywhere. I wonder how someone will see this and then decide not to be part of SWIFTtrip. Note as well that this analysis here is only for the e-taxi and not for the aviation, not for e-commerce, not for logistics or hospitality. This is just from one of our services, and you're already a millionaire in dollars. How much more when we add all of the services together? Do not miss SWIFTtrip for any reason, because if you do, you will never forget the name SWIFTtrip, and you will regret it. You will regret it. Look at how your subscription fee or your look at how subscribers' assets growth evaluation in 5 years has yielded for them millions and billions of naira. Amazing. With your words, ownership percentage of 0.0 in 3 places 125 cents. 0.0 in 5 places 125 cents. SWIFTtrip will make you a trillionaire in what? In dollars. It's going to make you a trillionaire in dollars. Do not miss it. Do not even let anyone talk you out. Don't let your teacher, your pastor, your lecturer, your guardian to talk you out of SWIFTtrip. Don't let them talk you out of it, because if they do, tomorrow you will point finger at them. You will blame them and tell them that they are the cost of it. Please be responsible for whatever decision you want to make. You are an adult, so you should be responsible for what? Your decision. Like I said, do not let anyone talk you out of this business. As you are going out there to campaign about SWIFTtrip, as you are going out there to talk to people about SWIFTtrip, stand your ground, so that none of them will be able to talk you out. Do you know that there are people that are going to miss out on this business? I'm not talking about people that did not hear about it. I mean people that heard about it, but then decide not to be part of it. They will miss out on it. But my prayer for you, that it shouldn't be you listening to me today. It shouldn't be you listening or connecting with us today. You shouldn't be the one to miss out on SWIFTtrip. But are there people that will miss out on SWIFTtrip? Definitely yes. Everybody cannot be wealthy. And tomorrow you will hear them say, oh, I thought it was, I should have been, I thought it was this, I thought it was that. Living in regret or living in regret. You shouldn't miss SWIFTtrip for any reason. Do not tell your children stories in the future. How you saw the opportunity glaring and then you decided not to be part of it. They won't be happy. They won't be happy. I tell you for free, they won't be what? Happy. Don't joke with SWIFTtrip. Do not joke with SWIFTtrip. SWIFTtrip is going to make you a trillionaire in dollars. SWIFTtrip will make you a trillionaire in dollars. Now let us quickly move to the next slide. How you earn in the now. We've shown to you how you earn in the future. Let us show to you how you earn in the now. How you earn in the now. Now let's look at the next slide. Let's look at the next slide. Now, we are telling you that we have a corporate global challenge, right? Just take note of that. We have a corporate global challenge. A corporate global challenge. And the speed to our success depends on the speed at which we collectively solve our global challenge. The AC, please. The speed to our global success depends on the speed at which we collectively solve our global challenge. So this is a collective effort. This is a collective work for everybody. Let us come together and build this. You cannot compare the speed of a single man to a speed of a multitude. The same number of or the same hours it will take, it can never take the same hours of which it will allow a man. How do I put that? If one person used 1 hour to complete a particular task, believe me, if we have 10 persons doing that task actively, it will not take up to an hour to complete that task. In 30 minutes, what's 30 minutes? Less than 30 minutes, we are done with that task, or they are done with that task. That is the power of collaboration. That is the power of working as a team. So we are saying out here that we have a corporate global challenge, and we are saying the speed to our global success depends on the speed at which we collectively solve our global challenge. Let's look at the next slide. The next slide is asking us a question. What is the challenge? What is the challenge? And this challenge is on the screen. 2.4 million units to be sold is the challenge. Where do we get 2.4 units from? It's something we need to do collectively. We need to collaborate in order to get the 2.4 million present. We shouldn't just leave it for Madam Christie. We shouldn't just leave it for Ambassador Dr. Nna or Ambassador Chukwemeka or Ambassador Jerry all by doing some SWIFTtrip. We shouldn't just leave it to 1 or 2 shareholders out there. We shouldn't just leave it to the CEO or the international admin. This is a collective work. We ought to do it together. And you will see the speed at which we will get to our success. Now, another question is how, okay, this is not a question. Before we get to the question, this slide is also letting us know that as a shareholder of SWIFTtrip, as you campaign and solve a unit of this challenge that is before us, you get paid. And what does that tell you? That we are even paying our shareholders that are actively campaigning about SWIFTtrip now that we've not launched the business. Yes, that is what it tells us. As a shareholder, every time you solve a unit, if you solve 2 units, you get paid. If you solve 3 units, you get paid. You solve 100 units, you get paid. Whatever, so long you're solving a unit, you're getting what? Paid. The question now is, how do you solve the challenge? How do you solve the challenge? Let's look at it. We say, become an active campaigner in SWIFTtrip. Sell unit of SWIFTtrip shares and earn massively from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. earn massively from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. And what's the pool fund? Let's look at it. We say SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund is what? $191,200,000. That is what is available for you, and this is an open check. It is available for you and I to come get, to come fetch from, to come withdraw. An open check of what? $191,200,000. How? Just by campaigning about SWIFTtrip, you earn this. You earn this. And how did we get this? We simply did $80, which is the campaign pool fund. The campaign, the subscribers sponsorship fund. That's the advertisement fee. Remember, I showed us earlier on $100 and $80, of which is not negotiable. You cannot say you don't have to campaign SWIFTtrip, you want to pay $100. No, you're paying the both together. Remember, the $100 is the project, why the $80 is for campaign. So that $80 is what we are talking about. So we simply did $80 multiplied by unsold units of SWIFTtrip, and it gave us $191,200,000 as at the time we did this slide was made. And guess what? Do you know that as the price of SWIFTtrip increased, this pool fund will also increase? Of course it will. So there is a whole lot to benefit from this business now that we are at a vision phase. So what was a Swift? We are saying SWIFTtrip campaign pays. How you earn as a campaigner from SWIFTtrip campaign sponsorship pool fund? How do you earn from this business? How do you earn from this business now that it is yet to launch? Like I said, it's simple. All you need to do is to sell unit of SWIFTtrip. All you need to do is to help people see the light in SWIFTtrip, is to bring them into this business, and once you do that, you get paid. This is money that we could easily give to the radio station, the television station, to the influencers, or let's just say excuse me, to the people out there for them to promote the business. But then we say no. We say no, we should give it to our shareholders. We should give it to our shareholders so that they can even make money, massive money, now that we are yet to launch the business. Okay, so we say if you help someone see the light in SWIFTtrip, you get paid directly $50. You get paid what? $50 from your first generation. Remember, I said earlier on, in SWIFTtrip you earn up to your 4th generation. So from your first generation, you earn what? $50. And what does that tell you? It simply tells you from every of your first generation, you're earning what? $50. You're earning $50 from every of your first generation. Now, if that your first generation tells someone or helps someone see the light in SWIFTtrip, him himself will earn $50. Excuse me. Him himself will earn what? $50. Why you who told that person will earn what? $15. Why? Because that person is your second generation. Now from your third generation, what will you be earning? $10. From your fourth generation, you'll be earning what? $5. From your fifth generation, you'll be earning what? Nothing. Like I said, SWIFTtrip paid up to your 4th generation. SWIFTtrip pays up to your 4th generation. Now let us do this little addition. $50 plus $15 from the second generational level. That is how many dollars? That is $65 plus $10, $75 from third generation. From the fourth generation is $5. That is how many dollars? $80. You can see how that $80 has been shared. Every person that is coming into SWIFTtrip is paying the advertisement fee as well. So do not miss out on SWIFTtrip profit share offer. Do not miss out on SWIFTtrip. If you don't campaign SWIFTtrip, you are the one losing. So be active. Talk to people about SWIFTtrip. Let them see the light so that we can get to that milestone that has been set in less than no time. If you're leaving the work for just the company, for just the hub admins, then it will linger. It will linger than it should. let us work collectively. Let us work with collaboration, and together you will see us actualizing this in less than no time. And this is not all. We even went as far as showing this to you, the extra campaign cash award that you can earn extra money from SWIFTtrip. If you decide to help 50 persons directly, you told 50 persons and these 50 persons register, not all at once. Maybe you talked and you're able to get, maybe since you registered, you were able to help, you've been able to help 50 persons see the light in SWIFTtrip that registered directly under you. The company do what? Appreciate you with $50. The company appreciate you what? $50. And you are then considered what? SWIFTtrip runner. You're saying, yes, take this $50 token and we're appreciating you for running with this vision. And you go ahead and you talk to more persons. You talk to more persons about SWIFTtrip. The company appreciates you with $1,000 if you have been able to talk to 500 persons that are registered directly under you. The company appreciates you what? $1,000, and you are then considered SWIFTtrip icon. Okay, and you talk to more persons. Talk to 501, 502, 600, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and 5,000. The company appreciates you what? With $10,000, and you are considered what? The face of SWIFTtrip. Amazing. All of these are cash that are available for you to earn now that we are yet to launch the business. Okay, so we say, do not miss SWIFTtrip profit share offer for any reason. Do not miss it for any reason. Okay, so that is that. Don't let anybody talk you out of SWIFTtrip. Don't let anybody talk you out of SWIFTtrip. Okay, all we can do is all we can do. We've shown it to you. We cannot force you to come a part of it. We cannot push you to come become part of it. It's your decision to make. Do you love it? Do you want to be part of it? It's left for you to decide, not me. I've done what I'm supposed to do, which is helping you understand what we are bringing for you, helping you see, helping you stretch your mind to see the future, to see the opportunity in the future, to see the opportunity in the now. That is what we are doing. I've been able to show that to you. All I can do is enough. It is left for you to decide. Just like we know, you can only take the horse to the river, but you cannot force the horse to drink of it. Don't miss SWIFTtrip profit share offer. Like I said, are there people that will miss out on SWIFTtrip? Yes, but it shouldn't be you. That is the best I can say. It shouldn't be you listening to me today. Okay? Now let's look at the next slide, which is the subscription slide. You want to make your subscription. You want to subscribe today, anytime you want to subscribe. Make your payment of $180 to the company's account, which is SWIFTIFY Technologies LTD FCMB. That's the company's account, 200460738. That is the company account. Please and please and please do not go make payment to any individual account. Make sure you're making your payment to the company's account. Okay, please. There are scammers everywhere. Even if the person tells you that he or she is the hub admin or the international admin or the hub admin or the admin of a group, please flee from that person. Make your payment to the company's account. If you have USDT, you want to make your payment via USDT, go to the company's website and get the USDT wallet address. Don't let anyone send you any wallet address. Please, we are sounding this now. Don't let anyone send you any wallet address. Go to the company website, www.SWIFTtripCampaign.com. Now I will quickly take us to the website where we can see the conversion rate of this $180 if you want to pay in naira, and where you can also get the wallet address. Okay, and once you're done with the payment, all you just need to do is to send your proof of payment to that person that told you about SWIFTtrip, and also you will send your full name, your phone number, and your email. These are the details needed for your registration. Okay, so quickly let me take us to the website, which is very important for you to know. Okay, anytime you want to make your payment, always make sure you go to the website, because the price changes. Okay, So let's see this. The conversion rate changes. So let us see this right now. The website, okay, www.seedinvest.SWIFTtripCampaign.com. Okay, so this is the website. Okay, so please always read this disclaimer. You can see it here. Just once you're done reading it, you then close it. It's very important for you to read. Okay, so you can see the website. You can see how beautiful the website is. You can see how beautiful the website is. So always visit the website. This is it. So you can see this node bot available. No, it simply tells us we have a lot of work to do. Okay, so that is because most of our shareholders are sleeping. Most of them are yet to campaign about Swift. So if we all campaign about SWIFTtrip, you will see that this particular one here will reduce drastically. Okay, so it's our prayer for it to reduce drastically. Okay, so that is that. And you can see here we have USD inflow and we have USD outflow. This USD inflow is the one that concerns you. This one is the one that concerns the company. Now, how do I mean? If you want to place your withdrawal, let's say withdraw of $50, of $100, of $500, this is the conversion rate the company will use, 1,546 for today. It changes, remember, okay? That is why it's very important for you to go to the website. So the company will multiply that whatever you want to withdraw by this figure here, then you get the money credited to you. Then you yourself, if you want to make payments into the company's account, which is, we say, make a payment of $180 to SWIFTIFY Technologies FCMB. This is the Nigerian account number. Okay, just click on this box. The account number is copied. Okay, now you simply multiply whatever figure you're seeing here. Today it's 1,564. Multiply it by $180. Whatever it gives to you, simply make that payment to the company's account. Okay, by clicking on this box, just like I showed you. Click on it, it's copied, then you make your payment to SWIFTIFY Technologies LTD 200-460-7389. And then you want to pay via USDT TRC20. Just click on this box in front of the TRC20. Then the wallet address is copied. You want to pay via BEP20. Click on this box in front of it. Then it's copied. You want to pay via BTC. Simple. Just click on this box. Then the address is copied. Okay. So that is that. You can see it's very simple. Always make sure you visit the website whenever you want to make your payment. Okay. Now let's look at this other, which is on the website. As you can see, we say get what is it called? Get application form, which is at the website www.seedinvest.SWIFTtripCampaign.com. Okay, and what is it for? This application form is for our 20-story hospitality project, which is the Swift Home. And I'm happy to say congratulations to every one of us once again, because we made it happen. Okay, we say thank you, and we love you all. Okay, now this project you are looking for, how much is it? It's 10.9 billion project, 10.9 billion naira project, land secured, and you can support this 20-story building, this 20-story hospitality project. If you have 1 million naira lying in your account. Someone was talking to me today. The person called me today, said, I have 1 million naira in my account. I don't want to use it for anything. He said he wants to invest. He wants to give down 1 million naira to the company. I said, yes, that's the best thing. So long you're not using it for anything, please give it to the company. Even if you want to use it for something, you can still give it to the company, and in 3 months you get your 30% ROI. Amazing. So if you have the money lying there in your account, instead of the money to keep reducing from bank charges, give it to the company in support of this project we are talking about, and in 3 months you get your 30% back. the minimum investment or the minimum loan you can give to the company is #1,000,000, and this offer valid from now till July 31st. This 30% to 50% ROI valid from now till July 31st. Okay, so don't hesitate. Okay, now let's look at the next slide. Not next slide, let's just scroll up. You can see you want to get your form. Even if you don't have the money now, maybe you're looking at having the money later on as we progress, or later on in the future, in this month of July. You can download the form and fill the form. The dates they calling for you to fix the date of which you will be making your payment is available. You can put it there, put your note ID, everything you need is there. It's very easy to fill. Okay, so just click on this box, on this arrow, you download the form, fill the form, print it, and then scan and submit to this number on the screen, 070-129-85596. You're submitting to this number via WhatsApp. Okay, and you want to learn more about our loan program, just watch this video. This video will help you. This is the AI generated video. You can see the CEO. Yes, this is the land we purchased. Okay, this is the land purchased, and he made this presentation right from the land. Okay, at the site. Now watch this video. It will also help you understand all of this loan and the support of this 20-story hospitality project we are talking about, and this will give you a better understanding of SWIFTtrip. And this is also for the shareholders of SWIFTtrip. Of course, we are always live 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. every single day. That is a total of 13 times a week. Come and join. We have shareholders that are just relaxed, that have not even joined this meeting for once. That is not good. You came into a business. Of course, you should follow that business back to back. You want to understand, you ought to understand everything that the company is into. It's not good that you joined a company or a business and you just relax, not even following up, when there is a platform available for you to get detailed understanding of this business every day, 10 a.m., 8 p.m. Joining the meeting 2 to 3 times a day is not a week, rather is not bad. You will be updated. So instead of just relaxing and not knowing what is happening, please do well to connect with us 10 a.m. or 8 p.m. every day, apart from Sunday, which we appear just at 8 p.m. because of Sunday. We will all have to go to church, right? So that is that. And invite your prospects. Make sure you're not coming alone to the online meeting, both the morning meeting and the Telegram meeting. Bring your prospect, bring your colleague, bring your friends, bring your sisters, bring your nephews and cousins. And once they will come to this meeting with them, you will see we will help you educate them. Work made easy for you. Once they are registering, they are not registering under the person who did the presentation. No, they are simply registering under you. You are the one who brought them to the meeting. So do well to capitalize on all of these advantages that is in front of us, on all of this opportunity that is in front of us. Okay, so that is that, and do well to always read through the website and get updates of everything that you need here. Okay, now let's go back to the slide. I believe that is all. Let me just close this. Let's see. Okay. All right, so that is that. Like I said, once you're done with your registration, you've done your conversion, you've made your payment to the company's account, all you have to do is to send your proof of payment to that person who shared the link to you, to that person who talked to you about SWIFTtrip, to the person who invited you to either the physical meeting or the online meeting. That person is your sponsor, and you are not just sending your receipts to the person, but rather you're also sending your full name, your phone number, and your email. These are the details you'll be sending to the person. Then the person will contact your hub admin if there's a hub admin in your state, and if there's no hub admin, the person will contact the company's admin, and that's the company's admin on the screen, 080-666-95332. And if also you want to know if there's hub admin in your state or your country, do well to contact this number, and the information will be passed on to you. Then for ticket booking, here for those of us in River State, Port Harcourt. Every Saturday we are always live 12 noon to 2 o'clock. Okay, 2 o'clock every Saturday. So do well to join us here live on Saturday. And also we'll be having a meeting here today, every Wednesday as well, at 12 to 2 p.m. Do well to join the meeting. Do well to invite your friends. Those that are available, do well to invite them so they come join the meeting. Okay, and together we are working towards the milestone of 2.4 million units to be sold. So for ticket booking, all you need to do is to send your name to this number 090-39449537. Invite your friend and advert cash bonuses. So I say thank you very much. And it's time for question. Before that, let us quickly introduce the hub admins of SWIFTtrip in the house today. Okay, we want to introduce the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in the house today. Now, first and foremost, we want to appreciate our mommy. I know mommy is very happy because my screen is not dark today. She can see me clearly, and thank you very much, ma. We are so much happy to have our mommy in the house at Mommy Christy Ngozi. Thank you very much, ma. Thank you very much, ma. Okay, so we are looking at, we are introducing our mommy in person of Mommy Christy Ngozi Akpabio. She is the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Lagos State, the first hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Lagos State. Okay, so if you are in Lagos, do well to connect with Mommy Christy Akpabio. She will give you direction on everything you need to know. Okay, so if you're in Lagos, do well to connect with Mommy Christy and she will guide you. Then we have second here, we have our ambassador, Daddy Jerry Odu, the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in River State. We are so much happy and blessed to have you, sir. Daddy, we thank you for all you do for SWIFTtrip, and we pray, Lord, and we pray that you will continue to push this business forward with us. Thank you very much, sir. To those of us in River State, please do well to connect with Ambassador Jerry. He is the hub admin of SWIFTtrip here in River State. Thank you very much, Daddy, once again. And we have Ambassadress Mommy Selling Chichi, the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Imo State. Thank you very much, ma, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. We really appreciate you. Thank you very much, ma. To those of us in Owerri, if you're in Owerri, please do well to connect with Mommy Selling. She is a doctor. You can see if a doctor can have time to join the meeting, if a doctor can have time to campaign about SWIFTtrip, how much more we that are here in the house today. You can see that's the passion we are talking about. Mommy will re-celebrate you. We'll celebrate you and we'll thank you for all you do for SWIFTtrip. Okay? Then we'll move forward to our ambassadress, Madam Chinoyerim, the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Germany. Thank you very much, ma, for all you do for us. Thank you for campaigning about SWIFTtrip in Germany. Thank you for helping the people out there in Germany. We really appreciate you, ma, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. For our shareholders, both the ones that are connecting us live on YouTube, on Facebook, or here on Telegram, if you are in Germany, do well to connect with Madam Chinoyerim, and she will guide you on everything you need to know about SWIFTtrip. Then we also have with us here Ambassador Dr. Nna, the hub admin of the second hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Abakaliki. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. This is a titled man, and we really appreciate you for that time you are giving to us. Thank you for your consistency, for always talking about SWIFTtrip, for always attending our meeting. We really appreciate you. We can't thank you enough. Okay, so we say thank you very much, Daddy, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. And to the shareholders of SWIFTtrip, if you are in Abakaliki, do well to connect with Ambassador Dr. Victor Nna. Thank you very much, sir. Then we also have with us here in the house Ambassador Goodluck Wachuku, the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Anambra State. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. We really appreciate you. And if you are here in Anambra, please do well to connect with Ambassador Goodluck Wachuku. Thank you very much, sir, aka The Good. We really appreciate you for all you're doing for us, and thank you for being an ambassador and a hub admin of SWIFTtrip. Okay, so we also have with us here Ambassador Dr. Tamke, our media man. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. We really appreciate you. The hub admin, he is the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Edo State. To our brothers, to our sisters, to our mommies, to our daddies in Edo State, please do well to connect with Ambassador Dr. Tamke, and I bet you, and I promise you rather, he's going to give you a breakdown of what SWIFTtrip entails, and also it will give you a lovely answer to your question. Okay, thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. And let's look at who we have next in the house. Let's see. All right, so okay, Ambassador Cyprian, the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Enugu. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. We really appreciate you, sir. Thank you for your consistency and also for all you do for us. We really appreciate you. For our shareholders who are in Enugu, please do well to connect with Ambassador Cyprian Chukuma. Thank you very much, sir, and we love you. Okay, yeah, these are the hub admins we have here in the meeting. Okay, thank you very much for all you do for SWIFTtrip. And like I said, I myself, I am Favor Orinami Ayo, the international admin of SWIFTtrip. Thank you very much for giving me audience today. And we have Honorable Richard Anadi in the house, and I'll be handing over to him to take us on this section. It's time for question, and please do well to ask your question. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, able shareholders of SWIFTtrip.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for all you do.
Thank you, sir.
To the able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, congratulations to every one of us. We really appreciate us for all we do. Ambassadors of SWIFTtrip, thank you so much. First timers, thank you for being here. Always a great time. And I believe we've gained value talking about SWIFTtrip today. It's amazing, it's incredible what consistency can do for us. Do you have questions anywhere you need clarity? We'll be here to give you clarity on your questions. Then we can as well address other matters. Okay, Bianca Good, it's not your first time. You're welcome. Abo Isaac can speak, that should be your first time. Scooby 99 all the way from Liberia. Good to connect with you. And I believe you're connecting your friends from Liberia to SWIFTtrip. And we have Blessing Ugo. Is this your first time? Blessing Ugo, how are you doing? Great to connect with you. And Samuel Oche. I think it's not your first time, if I'm right, but I'm given the privilege to speak. Lawrence Chibuzo. Lawrence, the name looks or sounds familiar. I'm using another, I think this SWIFTtrip, yeah. So contacts might display different from the way it displays when I'm looking at the screen or the list from the profile Honorable Richard Nadu. Okay. Questions, contributions, and I would like to hear from those joining us for the first time. Okay. Let me call names that I might want to unmute the mic. Agbo Isaac, how are you doing? Unmute your mic, click the middle button at the bottom of your screen, and then unmute your mic so I can hear from you. How are you doing? Which state are you connecting from? Dantish. Great. Your hands are raised. Yeah, Abo, Isaac, how are you?
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. And we're happy to connect with you. Which state are you connecting from today?
Okay, yes, I'm in Lagos.
In Lagos. This should be your first time. Am I right?
I didn't attend the meeting.
Oh, are you a shareholder of
Yes,
SWIFTtrip already?
Yes, it was Dr. Una that called me and reminded me that I should attend the meeting, so I'm grateful.
Oh, wow. Congratulations to be here again. All right.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
I believe Dr. Una has given you information concerning the 20-story building, the loan
Yes.
place. All right. Thank you so much,
Yes,
Dr. Una.
it's okay. You're welcome.
We appreciate
Thank
you for that work. Okay.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So do you have any question around anything?
Okay, you mean me?
Yeah.
Okay, no, not really.
Great.
Yes.
Thank you for all you do for SWIFTtrip. Lawrence Chibuzo, how are you? I don't think it's your first time also, but let me hear from you. The name is looking like one of us, but I'm not so sure now based on not the device I'm using. Lawrence Chibuzo, you can click the middle button to speak. How are you doing? Okay, Dan Tish, how are you? Unmuted your mic also. Blessing Ugo, how are you? Click the middle button. There's a button at the bottom of your screen. If you're speaking, we can't hear you, not until you unmute that. Or you click on that button, then your mic will be unmuted. You can speak. Dan Tish. Is it Tish or Tiz? That's your first time, Dan Tish. We're happy to connect with you. Click the middle button to unmute your mic. Let's meet with you. This is a very important part of this meeting where everyone gets clarity. Everything you've heard, it might sound join, or grammar. But you can now ask, okay, at this part I don't understand it. How will this happen? How would that be? You would get clarity. Very important. We must not emulate. We shouldn't emulate the style of Solapi. Solapi will always join our meetings, and then behind the scene, any speaker who spoke that day will go tell the person, this thing is a scam. People should stop talking about it. A day someone reported him in the meeting that this is what the man is doing, and we muted his mic to confront the situation. He couldn't, and he exited the meeting quickly. So if there's anything you are not cleared with, anything you want to confront, this is a global meeting. Air your mind right here. Something you're not comfortable with, say it as you feel it, and we will attend to you. Some people will tell me, say, okay, I would like to ask questions, but I want to come and ask you privately. I tell them, if you will not ask me, forget it, don't come to my DM and start asking, why are you pitching for me? Okay, you think that the question I can't answer it, so you don't want to fall my hand. I beg, fall the hand though. Ask any question and fall this hand. If I answer the way if you answer, oh, I'm waiting if you answer. If I know if you answer, no problem, we're moving ahead. If the person to argue all my answers, argue all the process, result is something you can't argue. Who can deny or argue? Ah, God in heaven. SWIFTtrip has just secured a land worth of £1 billion. That's a result that has gained say over the naysayers. All right, so other updates coming in now. From tomorrow, our presentation slide will take $250 for the SWIFTtrip shares. But I'll do something for us anyway. I would let it go by $5 every 2 days, just to accommodate the persons who haven't heard about it before now. Thank you very much, and I believe that's noted. People came together to purchase SWIFTtrip at $180 when we had nothing but websites, but app. So today SWIFTtrip has got something audacious on the ground, built by the believers. Those who will see it are expected to buy it higher. So congratulations to you whose belief brought SWIFTtrip to this milestone. And then when it hits the 250, our advert bonuses would as well be compensated. And also, towards the accomplishment of this 20-story building, we ask for consistency among our shareholders, activeness among us. See this always as something that you can't do by yourself. The same way I see it as something that I, standing alone, can't accomplish this all through my lifetime. The only way we can make such a mark and enjoy out of it, it is collaboration. It's collaboration. And why we are expected to go out there and share the information with everyone, we should as well know that someone is here taking the bigger risk for you. So I always say there is nothing to fear. Your fear should be your fear. My fear should be my fear. My own part of standing to say, bring this fund, we will put it together and create a landmark on the parcel of land that we've acquired. And we are going to pay everyone who contributes or support that phase or this phase of the 2 billion naira loan. We're compensating you with 30 to 50%. Never you find yourself afraid of my own risk, my own fears. My own is my own. How to pay back is my own wahala. Your own. If you are not making the profit directly of the 50%, at least make 5%. Share the information, make your 5%. Whether the person is bringing below 1 million, below 5 million to minimum of 1 million, or above 5 million and above, you are getting your 5%. So your fear should be that we pass through this phase together. You didn't earn a dime, neither from your own capital or from inviting people to partake from this support of the Swift Homes project. That's your own fear. So, fear is a good thing. When you have it, it helps you prepare. It helps you prepare. It's a very good thing. Fear is a good thing. It will help you not to miss opportunities. That's the good side of fear. But when you start applying it in the wrong way, my brother, you go nowhere. Something that God created for us to help us to propel us, it draws us down. When you are afraid of living through this life, and then when you are living, you are passing land to your children, that they would sell and go. The money, they finish it. And you had the opportunity to have a system that you pass an account like this to them, and forever, they are blessed. They will never have to struggle with the way we are struggling. That should be a fear that will prepare you. Be afraid of poverty so much that you refuse. You refuse to be poor. When you hate poverty and you fear poverty, when you hear trillions in dollars, you will be attracted to it. Your fear should not be that a group of people are coming for a massive challenge. Say, want to make 20-story building stand. 10 billion naira project. You can't fear. Hey, chai, are you sure? Oh, you sure say it go work? Oh, God. Those are, as should be mentioned among lions. We are lions. We are lioness. We turn it not our back for any. If you want fear, ask yourself, are there buildings on the earth that are up to 150-story building? 200-story building? Go and make your research, you will see them. It is daring. People dared. And they got it done. When you confront that thing that you fear, by the time it's done, it's that thing, eh? You see the fear you fear when you want to attack success, and you get it done. If what you are pursuing is not challenging, I tell you the truth, people who are doubting you, when you accomplish that thing, if the thing don't fear you when you pursue one, the result will scare nobody. You want to go and open a barbing salon, that project fear you. The same way you will tell somebody, say, it's good though, it's good. Go ahead. Nobody feared the project. That's the same way when you finish it, it will be ordinary. It can't change you. The one where you want to do, you fear. When you pursue one, first it will change you. That same fear you felt when you wanted to go for it, that is the same fear that will then enter the people that missed it. Do you get it? Fear nothing that is good. Fear nothing that is good. Fear everything that is evil. The way we put it, they fear good things, like massive things, like airport. If you fear sin like that, you'll go heaven one time. You see that people are not afraid of evil things, do bad things, they're okay. When it comes to things that will drive them, they fear. Oh my God, I love you, and I believe that I am speaking to lions. See that? Oh my God, the moment we start that project, no stopping. We always see the power of infinite supply. The God of all supplies is standing with SWIFTtrip, and in this project you realize it. It will shock you and I how it happened. And on the day of the dedication of the 20-story building, when I would testify, you will understand that there is power in faith. It is not say you eat plenty, the money day, everything set, everything fresh. See what you need to do and go for it. Everything don't need to be too good. You don't need to be rosy, you don't need to be perfect. Those people who wait for perfect time, they head nowhere. They get nowhere in life. I'm happy that every one of us saw where we started from. And today, look at what we're talking about. Who would have believed? Who would have thought about it? And now you see how your belief is paying off. When that thing is standing, do you know people that will already be looking at you like, man, how you take no say this thing? How you take no say it will work? How you take no? How you take no? How you take no? You hearing those things? Airport never settle. That's just a phase. Congratulations. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, it has not heard of man what God has in store for SWIFTtrip. One person, they built 20-story building, let alone 2.4 million persons. Somebody's afraid to go and build 1-story building and call it Swift Homes. Not under my leadership. I love you all. We will make great things happen. So, thank you so much. That's for that. So please do not forget, this is July 16th, I believe. July 16th. By 31st, it's just half of the month already. 31st, the opportunity of the extra node is gone. So please work on it. That if all our shareholders get 1-1, that has taken us so far. It has propelled this project so far. You shouldn't relax. Any way you can, try. You might not know the value now. Not until this thing has finally been delivered. When it's delivered, you now see people will be crying. Hey, if I know, I forbid that thing. I had the money, but I was just looking at it that 1 is okay now. As I still have been saying that 1 is all I need. Yeah, if I know, I would have bought 2. If it's not even 2, I would have just bought maybe 1 for me, 1 for my wife, like that. I buy one for all of us. Me, myself, I might not need 2 or 3. But I cannot buy 1 for me, 1 for everybody. At least we'll be okay. So people will be feeling like they missed SWIFTtrip because they saw the opportunity to add more. Many persons in SWIFTtrip has not still believed that this unit will be sold for $200,000. I'm telling you. They don't believe it. When they look at it, $180. What on earth will make this thing? Who will buy $200,000? By the time they see people paying, they will understand the power of foresight the more. So we encourage you to see everything we speak here as something as done already, for you to be able to partake fully in bringing it to the time we say it's done. You must see it done to get it done. If you see it undone, your inputs will contribute to it. The contribution will be us speaking, they never finish, it's not done yet. That's the kind of force you would contribute. So see it done. When you see it done, you go out there, there's another level you begin to speak with. People will still keep on doubting SWIFTtrip. Even as this building is going up, as we were just discussing the other night, one of my staff said, say don't worry. Say you won't hear the one that people will say that when the building is up, the CEO will sell it and run away. I say it's true. Who can say that one? So what am I saying? People will doubt. People will keep doubting this thing until we say the app of SWIFTtrip is ready. Download the app now. People can book hotel. People can. That's why people will say, I missed it oh. There are people that no matter what you will show, they will doubt. So this land, the building and everything, it will only still prepare people who it can prepare. But the chronic pessimistic people, don't be thrown off balance when you hear a person still doubting what he's saying. Know that it is natural. Thank you so much. Let's return our slogan. Is there any question from all I've said so far? In the face of no question, we can resound our slogan. Mr. Samuel, how are you doing? Download the form from the website to fill for the loan. Fill the signature aspect, you snap it very well. So snap it clear. Submit to that number over there. Snap the form. Fill with capital letter. That will also help to prevent errors on your MOU. Mr. Samuel, how are you doing, sir?
It was great, sir.
Good to connect with you, boss.
This morning, you have already imparted me with another wisdom and knowledge.
Thank you so much, sir.
That if you can fear evil the way we are fearing good things, we'll go to heaven one time.
You go to heaven one time, let me tell you.
I laughed at this man full of wisdom. I laughed, I nearly fell down. This morning, sir,
Yes.
I think that you said this morning that my Dan Lana, that the Honorable Vitalis,
Yeah.
he went and made his payment about 2 million that he promised to give.
Amazing. Has he forwarded the receipt to that number?
I've finished everything. I've forwarded the form and the receipt to SWIFTtrip investment.
Thank you so much, sir.
Hello?
Yes.
So he was afraid. He said he wanted to put 5 million, but he's afraid to.
Then let him put the 5 million now. Please, is it there? Call him, please. Call him,
and another
please.
thing he said, no, he's not here. He's not here. We don't finish. We don't finish in the bank. To go to the bank. Went to the bank and
Please give me his number. Give me his number. I should send that 3 million. Shouldn't be afraid.
So let me please tell you. So he said that he's coming to know where I'm living. He said which man's house you are living. I said that he want to come and know my house for that that he already committed himself. I said he want to come and know my house for what? He said she gets the money lost. I said okay. What I want to tell you now is that I am not living in any man's house or house. I'm living in my own building in Abakaliki. So I will carry you and go to my own building and show you my own house. When I show you my own house, then before then you promise me that when the money comes and the company does not chop your money and the money they pay you, we share the money to you. You agree?
He agreed, Abi. He agreed. I like that negotiation power.
If you agree on
More assurance, more splitting.
If you agree on that, I will carry to my house and show you my house where I'm living. Then we wait. And when they pay you, then we divide the money to two. One to you and one for me. Because otherwise, if you don't agree that one, I will not show you my house.
What did he say, please?
You become afraid again to accept. Daddy, you become afraid again to accept.
Fear is a torment. Fear is a torment.
Yeah, Daddy, no.
Fear no good.
I learned something today. When he says this, I said I must stop. I must stop. I must comment on what he said. What he imparted on me. If you can fear evil,
You will make heaven. That's what you need to do.
The way we are fearing, if you can fear evil, the way we are fearing, you can put to heaven for hand. I say, I will. This is my organ. This is my organ. So the man I had many before, I told him that he connect me with his friend. Let me bring them. Let them buy and invest and make them. This is an opportunity to make money.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. So please, like I said, if he actually has that 5 million and he, because of fear, he withdrew to put 2 million, give me his contact. I will call him personally and give him a reassurance. We need that 5 million. Thank you so much, sir. That is going to boost us by 3 million naira. So no fear at all. Thank you so much, sir.
I will do that.
I appreciate you. Okay. That's Mr. Samuel, the police officer who was slapped because he told a market woman about SWIFTtrip. You see that testimony? See how the testimony is getting sweeter based on his consistency. If they slapped him and he kept quiet, that is not going to inspire anybody. The inspiration on that slap has not even started. When the woman slapped him, he just walked away. By the time SWIFTtrip is done and he testified that thing and said, and they were watching, and what then happened? He now said, and after they slapped, I withdrew. I didn't talk about it again. I beg you, go relax. But he said, and I continued and created a massive impact in SWIFTtrip. That's the thing that will inspire people. The continuity, the consistency. See, your failure inspires nobody. Your struggle. Anybody asks you why you poor? Anybody asks you why are you broke? Until you struggle more for that poverty, then enter into massive success, they will come to you. How did you solve? Then when you not tell them, I was once poor, I struggled, I was this, I was that, I didn't even see food to eat. They are inspired. When you fail, you know that you fail alone. That's why you understand divided we fall. We fall alone. Once we are not together, we are falling things. And then if you succeed for everybody. They will hear you. Even the ones that say, get out, it's not, they will come to you and say, I know you will make it. Hey, human beings, fear them. Fear. Who knows fear human being? That's what you need to. Hey. The same mouth that tell you it will not work. That thing is rubbish. You are stupid. You are very foolish. They will still come to you and say, Odogu, I know you will. So what do you now have to do? Succeed. Do you know that some people are afraid, not because of even their own action, because of what people will say? Because of, now that one was past, afraid of what another person said or will say about your action, about your decision to move forward. That's a very terrible and useless fear. What are you afraid of? What's in the talk? If they laugh you that you failed, don't worry, continue. They will still come to sing your praise that you succeeded. The same people. If they can't praise you, say you don't succeed, it enter your head, you can't fail. They will still come back to you and say, you will know you are stupid. You will know you will fail. Oh my God. That's why I say praise doesn't enter my head. Insult doesn't enter my head. Now, what's the driving at the SWIFTtrip? For instance, our shareholders now are saying, see, we know, awesome, beautiful. Even one commented a very beautiful comment on our group, on our Facebook. He said, transparent CEO. If the CEO just do one thing now, carry money go, that same person will come comment and say, I know that this guy has something under this transparency. Oh my God. So that's human beings for you. So if you just understand it, all you need to do is all you need to do. All you can do is enough. Just do your thing. Just ensure that inside you, according to Jack Ma, he said once you know that what you are doing is right, give people time. And everybody will align soonest. Let's keep moving. We are going somewhere. We've not started. This is just the beginning phase of it. SWIFTtrip will shake the world. SWIFTtrip will shake the world. People are still calling Nigerian thing. By the time this small thing we did here now in Nigeria, that we have acquired Milan, if we do something small like this in the United Kingdom, Jesus. Don't worry, we've not seen anything yet. Nigeria will feel our impact. Me, I will never change
identity of, say, citizen of this country. Say, purely citizen of Nigeria. Proud to be a Nigerian. The money that we make, any one of us can change identity of nationality. No be money go pay. Those ones that will say process, a lie. Every nation has its price. You go to US now, there's money you will carry come. You will be a citizen. True of us. True. You will never hear me say he's not a citizen of that country. Nonsense. I'm a citizen of Nigeria. Proud. That's why here I can speak my pidgin English as I like. You tell me, say, because I come, you were listening to that, the man spoke English very no good. Who told that the pidgin English of Nigeria is not good? That's our English. This one will speak and say it's correct English. Who told you that it's correct English? If you go to Jamaica, you know they hear them. It's very sweet. If you go there and you didn't hear it, it might be like saying you know enter Jamaica. Nigeria, sweet. sweet country. I love you all. We are Nigerians. So many other countries might be here, but I know that majority of us here are Nigerians, and it is my greatest desire that Nigerians buys the most of SWIFTtrip. I say it proudly. When a Chinese man there, you are in your own country. There are things like Jack Ma. Jack Ma did some things. He restricted to only Chinese. It was at the 9 minutes he opened it worldwide. But because of the doubting Thomases, we have more in Nigeria. It was once restricted, but when we say they're not even the acceptance, then we opened it worldwide at the earliest stage. But Jack Ma left it for Chinese until 9 minutes he opened it. Before people could rush, it's gone. So SWIFTtrip is global. Get it. Stop doubting. Your questions, dive in. All your questions will be answered. I love you. Unmute the mics for us. Let's resound our slogan as we bounce right to the top. What's the time? My shoulders. Oh, 12:17. You are welcome. We have a live meeting now at the office, and we have some of our prospects already seated. My ambassadors, now no one open mics of people, so people don't want us to close. And I might go to open up myself. I'm unmuting the mics. Our slogan says, able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, we say we bounce. And then we say we bounce, you say right to the top. Unmuting the mics. Oh, my able shareholders. I don't know. I'm so happy for your support. Support is incredible. Oh, that's why the Bible says the just will live by faith. It is faith driving every one of us to do these massive things we do. Faith. Faith is transforming us. Fear would devour us. Fear will devour all the good things that God has for us. So, my people, stay faithful. Are we ready? Mics are opened.
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, just few of us. Unmute your mic, click the middle button, you open your mics. Awesome. Majority are still muted. Unmute your mics, Dr. Mrs. Selling, Mrs. Martins, Shegun, Jeremiah, your mics are still locked. Okay, I think majority is open now. Are we ready?
Yes, we are ready.
Able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, we bounce
To the top.
right to the top.
The top.
We're bouncing right to the
That
top.
is our limit.
Yeah.
Have you seen your CEO once? And you dey Port Harcourt